Hey Erica, how you doing? So, this looks fantastic, really sharp. First thing I said to myself when I opened this is, okay, how is this going to look on a white background? And it looks fantastic. Really great job there. One thing I just noticed something I want to question you about here. Let me just zoom in here. You know what? Why does this say Berchtesgaden backwards right here? That's kind of odd. I don't think it should. I don't think we should do that. I don't. That's not the only place I noticed it. Here it is again. Berchtesgaden backwards. That's weird. I'm not following that. I would recommend against, definitely. Okay, so this looks fantastic. Really good job. Super abstract, nonetheless. It does speak to winter, and it does speak to sporting. I really think so. I think it's really super organized for being so abstract. So I love it. I really do. One thing I would mention on the cover page is that it's Berchtesgaden 2002. Um, Boy, I'm wondering if we can't put the Olympic rings in here somewhere. Maybe move this up and put the rings down here. Something that says to the viewer, this is Berchtesgaden Olympic bid. Okay, instead of just opening the cover and saying, okay, there's a city that's hard to pronounce in the year 2022. So I think it would be really, the rings are such a universal symbol. It's got universal meaning. So it's the second somebody opens this and sees Berchtesgaden 2022, they're going to know that it's a bid for the Olympics for that city, for that host city for that particular year. Okay, moving along, and I've got you set up in spreads here, so we can kind of see what's going on. Um, Everything looks great. This page looks really good. The one thing that's really super distracting about this page is I'm okay with the image spanning the center of the page, but these trees in the foreground, this tree in the foreground is completely out of focus. It's really super distracting. It's the first thing I noticed when I opened this page. So I would recommend either finding another image or doing something with this, but that's super distracting. Um, Okay, graphic and typeface. Really good job. I love the explanation of the graphic and the typeface. Don't forget, your color. Yeah, okay. So I was going to say, that's right. I remember seeing there because when I opened this page, I thought, typeface and graphic, great job. Where's the color? There's the color right there. One thing I noticed about this page right here is that in your pictograms, this color background, it's not depicted in your color palette here. So that's one thing you definitely want to make sure that all the colors in your pictograms and logos are depicted in your color palette. Also, I would recommend using slipping your CMYK and RGB values in these colors. Um, it's not important. It's not imperative that you do so because this is not a design narrative, so to speak. You don't have to do that. I mean, if you want to, it add a little bit of professionalism, but you definitely don't have to do that. See how it works. If you like the way it looks, leave it. It's not imperative though, but definitely all of the colors that are depicted in the pictogram should also be depicted in the color palettes. Tickets are amazing. Wow, these look so authentic. Really good job here. It's just fantastic stuff. Couple of things I would recommend. Okay, you're down here. Everything is phenomenal, but the Olympics are placed on the side. The Olympic rings are placed on their side, and I don't know. I don't know if that would be something that would be permitted by the IAC, International Olympic Committee. Because don't forget, the Olympic rings have a brand in and of themselves, then there would be accepted and non-accepted uses. Boy, these look fantastic. So definitely rethink that. Also, it looks like the reason you have turned these on their side like this is to accommodate this diagonal holding the UPC. One thing I would recommend, and I still think it looks forced, I really do. I would go ahead and use the UPC as something like that, traditional. It just does look forced. That way you can turn the rings on their side and and uh, and everything will fall in place, I think. Really, really great mock-ups. Their tickets are just phenomenal. Um, this is such a good idea. And it just ties in so perfectly with your graphics. The burger, the fries. This is so good. Good thinking there. Um, These look fantastic. Everything else is just gorgeous. I mean, I'm just loving where we're going here. I really am. I think that you're just really nailing this. So that said, I'm going to leave it at that, and say that I'm looking forward to seeing the beginning of your phase 4 final presentation. And at that point, we'll talk about page mechanics. We'll talk a little bit more about things that I was talking about, like spanning the center of the image of the spread with an image and things like that. We'll talk about that, type, size, typography, etc. So after you get your first iteration, then we'll go ahead and talk further there on final presentation. All right, fantastic job, Erica. Thank you.